those guys kind of hang together, right? Like if you're like a fucking cholo gangbanger, you probably you hang with the other cholo gangbangers. If you're a black guy, you hang with the black guys, and you're on laundry detail because like that's their racket. They run the laundry detail and they charge you like cash under the table to get extra blankets and shit. And but the white dudes who are like not like, there's the real criminal white guys who are like bank robbery, fraud, or drugs, and then there's like the accountants who got caught with like fraud, or there was some tax evaders. There was a guy who ran some kind of some sort of like, it was like he ran like that scam from Office Space where he was like defrauding his company.
Parts of a penny of every transaction.
Yeah, he was literally doing something very much like that.
Yeah.
And those guys hung together too. And so like there was two of these guys, and one of them was Indian, from India, not feathers, not dots, not feathers. And he said he was he also was an artist, like he liked to draw portraits. And to kill his time in there, he had less than a year. I don't remember exactly how much. But if you had a photograph of a loved one, he would draw it like not a caricature. He would very accurately like recreate it with like pen and paper or whatever, pencil. He had like art pencils. And my friend Snow had a picture of his grandson. And by the way, Snow started having kids at 13, so he's not that old of a guy to have a grandson.
Yeah.
So he's like, and we're out walking. He's like, yo, I gave Indio a picture of my grandbaby to draw. I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, man. You do a good job. Yeah, but there's a problem. He signed it. I was like, oh yeah, I think he just like signs them. So like, like he's the artist, right? You like sign him in the corner. He's like, he signed it on my grandbaby though. And I'm like, what's this? Yo, it looks like you tattooed my grandbaby. My grandbaby ain't got no tattoos. What you thinking?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think he meant anything by it, man. And then he asked if he could keep a copy. He did too. And I was like, why you want to keep a copy, a picture of my grandbaby? I think he's a chomo. Chomo's a child molester. Oh, and so Snow has been in like maximum and then medium security prisons where people get murdered over like potato chips. And in there, the chomos have their own unit. And obviously they can't get child pornography. But what they can get are like the advertisements from newspapers that have like Huggies diapers and like pictures of kids in them, like wearing shorts.
Dude,
or whatever.
This is dark shit.
Yeah,
this is getting dark.
So he's been exposed to that. So all of a sudden he has another inmate who wants to keep a picture of his grandson. And I'm trying to explain to him that like, no, man, he keeps copies of all of them. He has that paper that like duplicates so that like he keeps all of the stuff he's done. Like that's like his resume, And he's like, I'm going to have to talk to him about this. And like, I don't know what he said to that guy, but the next day, like I was with Snow and the Indian guy was like walking by on the track. And he's like, yo, Indio. And the Indian guy turned around like, yes, Mr. Snow. He's like, what's up? Like he must have scared the fucking shit out of him about pictures of his grandbaby. And I guarantee Indio does not have a picture of Snow's grandson to this day. He gave that up. He gave that up. Move. I guarantee it.
Yeah, good for Indio.
Yeah, it was dark. It was dark in there, and it didn't always go smooth. I got screamed at a couple times. It was over the television.
What was your scariest moment in prison?
I've told it a bunch of times, so I'll be quick about it. But I had made friends with a guy by promising to give him my radio after I left. You need a radio to watch TV. You tune it to a certain station, and it'll like give you the audio for the televisions because they don't like just play audio. It's a way of like squeezing a little money out of the prisoners. And also, you got a room full of TVs. If they're all playing, it's nonsense. And this guy's radio was broken, so I was like, "Hey, man, I'm out in 60 days. I see your radio's busted. Got a brand new one here. I got no use for an AM/FM radio with headphones on the outside. It's yours. How about that?" And he's like super happy with it. He's just like always trying to do me favors now and like hook me up with stuff. And he comes by my cell when I'm reading. I'm like 3 weeks in, 2 weeks in, something like that. I'm just starting to get settled in and feel comfortable. And he warns me that someone's thinking about raping me. He's like, there's a guy over there. Says he wants to get with you. And I'm just like, I don't want to get with anybody, man. He's like, I don't know if he's gonna take that. I watch your ass. And it was just like, fuck. So now I'm just terrified all the time.
That's scary.
I was really scared about that for a long time, so I would only shower when Snow was showering, so we'd work out together, so we'd both get sweaty, and then that made it not weird that I was only showering with this 40-year-old man. Like the showers are private. We're not like rubbing elbows or anything. We're in little separate stalls, but I want him present if I'm naked in the bathroom, and so I made that a thing.
That's smart. That was a good move.
And then there was an argument over the televisions with a large black man one morning. The TVs are divided by race, and I had the white TV on Everybody Loves Raymond, and apparently he wanted
As
to watch.
you should.
Yeah.
He's like, we watch the news in the morning, and I'm just like, I want to be like, this is the cracker TV, brother. But instead, like I don't know. I tried to save as much space as I could, but still at the same time changing the channel to NBC. So I did that.
You didn't try and like play him like, you're right, we're missing the news. Like,
oh shit, the news is on.
The local Alabama news.
Yeah,
So this guy shouldn't have been dictating the white TV, though.
he shouldn't have. But I wasn't going to stand up for the cracker TV because I was fairly new, and I just wanted to get the fuck out. And there was another thing, but I'm spacing out on. That one white guy had gotten robbed. And so I was worried that they were going to steal my shit out of my locker because I didn't have a lock on it yet because I had like some decent shit as far as the prisoner's commissary goes. And but what I was really afraid of was there was a shakedown coming like the next day, and we would always know a day before. That's when they like pull everybody's shit out and search your shit for drugs.
Ineffective shakedown, but carry on.
Very much. We always knew the shakedown was coming. And so like someone warned me that somebody might hide their drugs in my locker, either to just use it as a hiding place or to frame me. And so now I got to like watch this locker like an eagle. And every time I go take a piss, I got to come back and go through all of my shit to like look for drugs to make sure nobody's hidden it in there. And Snow came through big again. My Mexican cellmate in Spanish, so that nobody else would know, told Snow what my problem was, that I was afraid somebody was going to quote unquote get me dirty by putting some drugs in my locker. And he was like, oh, and he like went and got me a lock, wrote the combination on a little piece of paper, gave it to me, and then I was able to lock my shit up, and I was able to like leave it unattended now. Yeah, cool guy, great guy, murderer and drug trafficker.
Cool
Outside
guy.
of that, though, lots of positives too.
Hey, he didn't kill anybody I knew. Like he was a fucking sick dude as far as I'm concerned. Apparently those guys that he took out were fucking gangsters as well in the wrong territory, the way I hear it. And Snow
You
wouldn't
weren't
tell a
one
lie.
to question.
I'll tell you one thing, Snow Wayne, and that's a liar.
Or Chomo.
And anybody says he's a liar is getting chanked. but yeah, those are the scarier times. Mostly it was just boring and obnoxious and just upsetting. Just no fun. Like what do you call it? What do you type 3 fun?
Oh Jesus!
It was rough, man. It was no fun. But it wasn't the worst thing ever. It wasn't fucking Shawshank Redemption or anything.
It was type 2 fun, man. I feel like you're digging it in hindsight.
What are the types on fun?
I'm taking a piss. The piss is coming out.
Oh, it's not my fault. All right. Type 1 fun is
All
just
right,
fun.
this episode of PKA is brought to you by Smart Mouth. Everybody hates talking to someone with bad breath. That humid, awful smell keeps you from focusing on anything other than finding an excuse to leave. Now think of all the times you were the gross, smelly one and the other person was thinking about trying to get away. Probably can't think of any examples. That's because we rarely have an accurate read on our own breath odor. In other words, you could be walking around with trash mouth, not even realize you're grossing everybody out. That's why Smart Mouth was invented. Smart Mouth's clinically proven 2-liquid formula combines to instantly eliminate bad breath and prevent bad breath from returning all day. Rinse once in the morning for all-day clean breath and once before bed to prevent morning breath. Just 2 uses a day, and you'll never have bad breath, guaranteed. Whether the boardroom or the bedroom, having confidence in your breath spells success. So go to smartmouth.com/PKA now for a free coupon. You can find Smart Mouth products in the oral health aisle at Walgreens, CVS, Target, Rite Aid, Amazon, Walmart, or wherever you shop. Once again, that is smartmouth.com/PKA. Get that coupon, buy the product, have some good breath, and get laid easier. That link is below. Excellent product. This episode is also brought to you by ExpressVPN. Admit it. You think that cybercrime is something that happens to other people. You may think that no one wants your data or that hackers can't grab your passwords or credit card details, but you'd be wrong. Stealing data from unsuspecting people on public Wi-Fi is one of the simplest and cheapest ways for hackers to make money. When you leave your internet connection unencrypted, you may as well be writing your passwords and credit card numbers on a huge billboard for the rest of the world to see. That's why we decided to take action, which is why we're recommending you get ExpressVPN to protect yourself from cyber criminals. ExpressVPN secures and anonymizes your internet browsing by encrypting your data and hiding your public IP address. ExpressVPN has easy-to-use apps that run seamlessly in the background of your computer, phone, and tablet. Turning on ExpressVPN takes only one click, a single click. Using ExpressVPN, I can safely surf on public Wi-Fi without being snooped on or having my personal data stolen. For less than $7 a month, you can get the same ExpressVPN protection that I have. ExpressVPN is rated the #1 VPN service by TechRadar and comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So protect your online activity today and find out how you can get 3 months free at expressvpn.com/PKA. That's expressvpn.com/PKA for 3 months free with a 1-year package. Visit expressvpn.com/PKA. 3 months free. Check that out.
What a deal.
Links are below. What a deal. Get some secure internet browsing and some excellent
God.
Two
Damn, that's a
things
good
that
deal.
dovetail perfectly.
Oh God.
And also, you can use that VPN to play online poker if it's not allowed in your district. Huh?
Yep. Just
Things
don't
to
tell your
think about.
PO.
Just don't tell anyone about it. So, or promote it on some podcast. Who knows?
Don't do that either.